Everyone, in today's video I'm going to be talking about if she ignores you, do this. So I want to change these types of videos that I have for you all. Typically change it up by bringing you different things that could be happening with the stories that you guys tell me, whether it's through a consultation or when you drop your comment down below. Drop your story right now and give this video a big thumbs up. When you go ahead and let me know these things, it helps me. The other concept of it is that you gotta really know you have to do the things that worked. Masculine man all around. You don't just protect, provide. You are that guy. And also new things you might not be so comfortable with doing. What is happening with her while she's ignoring you? Here is the basics of simply just ignoring. You should not text. Don't make it worse for yourself by going back to try to fix it. You are ignoring. There's other things that could follow up, as in what are you doing in your personal life? Let's say you noticed that she ignored you after you said a question mark. Or let's say a time that she was really supposed to respond to you. Sometimes you guys are actually dating her. Sometimes you guys are seriously talking to her. And sometimes it just makes sense for her to reply back to your text message. Now, this is a disrespectful sign. She doesn't care to give you a response. And also, she doesn't feel like you deserve it. She doesn't feel like she's obligated to. So this is instantly, you should be in the mode of, oh no, I don't tolerate disrespect. So that means a sign of showing you don't tolerate it, you're not going to accept it, is ignoring to the full extent. Now, ignoring to the full extent, sometimes some fellas let it go over their head and say that, oh, ignoring is just simply not saying anything, not being responsive. But it doesn't stop there, because you needed to go the extra mile to show that you don't have interest and you actually can stand how she's acting with you and she's not really your type. So let me say this before I get into the examples. You got to understand with women, they got to know based off of how they feel, how much she has made the situation worse or bad to begin with. As in, females don't face consequences sometimes. They just face you getting back to her, and they face overlooking it, not actually attacking the actual issue or bringing attention to where she messed up. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you still haven't, and go ahead and check out my book that I just dropped. It's called Men's Secrets to Winning Her Over. It includes so much details on what women want, what women desire, how to flirt with her. I have my personal story with an alpha male and a sigma male, how great it went, the great characteristics of them, some of the things that you guys can make sure you could be applying, have confidence with, and so much more other details. If you're struggling in the dating game or you want to just simply improve your dating game, you can go ahead and get this book by clicking the link down below. And y'all, I have other things such as cold approaching, something you guys can go ahead and master after you guys purchase this book. Click that link. So fellas, don't actually bring that to females to actually acknowledgement, to take accountability. They might do it in the wrong way. You notice after she came back, maybe even giving you apology. Sometimes females don't even apologize, but it just stopped at that. And you go right back to your old habits. What are you doing that? That is just showing that she is still the same girl that you genuinely love, that you genuinely look at the same way. You need women to feel, oh, wow, I am not as valuable, maybe not as beautiful. And beauty doesn't just stop on the outside. It is inner inside as well. So if she is beautiful on the outside, it has to be outside in. Right? So if she feels like, oh, wow, my personality is annoying. Oh, my gosh, she can't stand me. Dang, do I say the wrong things? That's going to make her feel a way when you ignore her for real. Because now it's not just ignoring. You telling her, hey, not right now, putting a time period, a limit, and making her not a priority. So let's say, for an example, if you decide to ignore the best way possible, you're going to go ahead and not respond. Sometimes it also means you got to make sure it's happening for a long period of time so she gets the message. So sometimes it's about, oh, yeah, she has to keep waiting for a reply. Now, it's also about if she's posting more, what are you doing watching her stories? What are you doing clicking to see what she's doing? Ignoring is all about, I don't care what's going on in your life. I don't care to tune in. I'm not going to go ahead and click to find out, because what? You don't care. Part of ignoring is not just the idea of just ignoring, it's them understanding there's a reason why they are ignoring. There's a reason why you don't care for what she's doing. A better way for me to put it for y'all is, imagine if she has a man or has somebody else she's talking to. What are you going to do? Watch her stories and act like you're not bothered, or be like, well, if she thinks that I'm bothered, it doesn't matter, I'm still going to click? I mean, okay, if you want to, but it's not the best look for you because you should separate yourself. Especially if she disrespected you, you should not care about what she's doing and you don't need to see it. So it's not even about how strong you could be in the moment. It's about ignoring her so much that you don't care what she's doing in life. She's not important. And also, she's not going to get no attention from you at all. Now, if y'all are going through ignoring, I want to know your situation. If you already tried some strategies that worked or didn't, share in the comment section. It definitely helps out other fellas. If you guys are moved on, just say moved on, because I want to say I'm proud of y'all for moving on and feeling like I don't need to ever worry about going through these things with her. Now, I understand sometimes y'all are still going to talk to her and sometimes ignoring works so well and you still want her, but don't get played or hurt at the end, or don't get yourself set up where she figures out your ways. Now you have to go through cutting her out forever, right? So you got to also get respect reciprocated. So back to ignoring with respect and all types of stuff that she's supposed to be showing you, it's going to revolve around how much does she want to have you in her life. It should not be that you want to know about her life and want her to be in your life. Some females stop and y'all keep going. As in she stops, as in comes back around after you ignored her or after she apologized. And then, like I said, y'all going right back to your old habits or letting her be your girlfriend or loving her so much or the same way. She's over here like, why would I keep going? Let me just stop at right here. And stopping right here means that I'm not going to go over and above, or maybe for some females, the bare minimum is where she is stopping at. So there is no need to go higher. Or you might notice she's going to take it slow because she feels no pressure. So she needs to feel pressure based off of, dang, I messed up so bad. This guy's not going to ever treat me the same. Or wow, I have to deal with ignoring treatments, all types of stuff where he doesn't get back to me quickly. For how long? Oh, he's going to keep doing that? Oh, I really lost his respect. That's another thing I want y'all to remember. Talk about your situation if you're going to be ignoring, or if there's other stuff that you have going on. It could be about anything, self-improvement, back to dating. Consultations are available for that. Book your consultation. Let's get on the line and talk about what's going on with you. Click that link after this video. She doesn't feel like she lost her respect. As in, ignoring is so powerful where you don't even feel the need to tell her or let her know, inform her. If she doesn't feel like you don't actually respect her, if she doesn't feel like she is losing you, as in you're not putting your all in and you're kind of drifting away, then she might not ever act right. And she might not have you have ignoring work so powerful on her. So ignoring means that you need to go ahead and try it on another level. I don't want y'all to be minimizing ignoring where you're like, okay, well, I could just ignore for a few days. That's good enough. No, that's not good enough. Make it last for a month if it needs to be a month. Because remember, if you've been disrespected, especially constantly, or she's lied to you, done different things that she shouldn't have done to you, then how are you showing that you respect yourself first? How are you showing that you know you have the power, or at least bringing the power dynamic right back to yourself? The only way you're doing it is saying that I don't care how I feel about you, as in, oh, the emotions that you might have, the love, all the past, the memories, what we have, none of that. Throw that in the trash can and put the lid on it, and you know what? Get rid of it. Matter of fact, get rid of it. Don't even have it nearby to go ahead and be like, sometimes I want to know. Sometimes I want to look in. Don't open the trash can. Is it not trash? I'm not saying new memories can't be made. I'm not saying that she can't ever bring you back. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying a lot of women know what it takes. They know what they got to do. And they're not up for it, especially if it's not with the man that they look highly at. Like, they respect all around, as in, I respect the way you are, the way you carry yourself, the way you're a man. You are looking like that. You are having that mindset. You are disciplined. I could keep going because there's so many things that is making you be that guy overall where she only wants to respect you. She doesn't want to lose you. She doesn't want another girl being able to touch you, or you touching her, or you guys having dates, or you guys hanging out. None of that. She doesn't want none of that at all. So basically, when it comes down to ignoring, it's all about she's knowing that she could have you all to herself. Really pay attention to what you are showing her. As in, if you are showing her just what you could do for a small period of time, and you are also not bringing it to the next level, that is what she's just going to have stuck on her mind. Women are not going to run off of what you might do. They're going to run off of what you are doing. As in, if it's something that's going to be like, oh, no way he's going to do that. There's no way she's thinking, oh, yeah, let me be careful. No, she needs to feel like, oh, I tried him. I don't want to do it. And yes, he cut me off before, he ignored me. So guess what? I gotta go ahead and be careful. I gotta watch how I speak. I gotta make sure I learn how to respect him. Now, it's all about also, she needs to know what she needs to do on her end, how bad they could be as a woman to a man. And that's because they are not appreciating you as a man. Sometimes maybe it does start with you where you're lacking. Maybe if you are disrespecting yourself by tolerating bad behavior, things that are crossing your line, boundaries are being crossed, all types of stuff. But it's also, when it comes right back to her as well, it's because she might not see you as a masculine man overall. So it needs to be built in her to understand this is how things are going to run. Right? So it's going to be where you set the tone, whether it's going to be ignoring for a long period of time, making sure you're not watching her stories, making sure you're not seeing what's going on with her, whether it's that or it's simply down to you don't speak to her forever and she's over here still chasing you, adding you back, all types of stuff. It needs to just be done, obviously in the most best way that works for your situation so you can have the best results, but it needs to still be done. You're the one that's going to be in control by showing that you do have control, right? Don't let it be like, oh, well, let me negotiate. Let me just try her way. Oh, she did this little bit. That's good enough. Not at all. How high do you have your expectations? Should you have it higher? Why you should have higher expectations? A lot of times y'all are putting it this low. I just expect her to tell me this. I just expect her to show up. I just expect her to be a little nicer. Wow. That's all. Okay. So I'm going to bring this video back up, talk about why you should have more and what's your reasoning, why you're not doing good enough. All types of stuff. I want to know your story, and I'm also going to give you guys advice, of course, like usual. If y'all want more videos like this and other types of videos y'all want to see, let me know. If you want that part 2, just drop part 2 down below. And of course, give this video a big thumbs up if you still haven't. And y'all will see me in my next video. Don't forget about all those links in my bio. Bye, y'all. And exclusive content. Make sure you go ahead and do that by clicking the Patreon link or becoming a YouTube member, and a whole lot of other things you'll never see, and all other types of pictures too. So go ahead and click that link down below after this video.